everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming a first impressions on the Buxom Show Me Some Skin foundation, and I got this at Ulta a few days ago, and I didn't know that Buxom Cosmetics had a foundation. They are known for their lip products, like their lip creams and their full-on lip polishes that I wear all the time because they are so good. You guys know I love them so much, and I decided to test out some more of their products. So I have the foundation right here, and this is a weightless foundation, light to medium coverage with an SPF of 30, which I think is amazing because a lot of foundations only have an SPF of like 15, and for a foundation to have a SPF of 30 is really, really good. And I still have it in the box. I just wanted to show you guys the box. It's really, really great. It's like has some flowers on it, and I love Buxom's packaging. It's really, really sleek and really, really classy. And you get 1.5 fluid ounces, which is more than a regular foundation, like a foundation in a bottle that you only get an ounce. So you're getting like 0.5 more ounces, which I think is cool. It says, a foundation so weightless, it's like wearing nothing at all. This skin pampering formula delivers breathable coverage and is clinically proven to increase hydration, brighten, and smooth skin while softening the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And it has vitamin C in it, tamarind seed, and marine algae extracts to deliver a weightless, breathable texture that seamlessly melts into skin and lasts up to 8 hours. We will see if it does that. I'm in the shade Tickle the Ivory, and I've never tried a foundation that has marine algae extracts in it. That's cool. I'm all down for hydration and illuminating like it says, and yeah, I'm gonna give this a go today. It says that it's a light to medium coverage. You guys know I am all about the full coverage. Like every single video, I'm always a full coverage queen. It comes in a squeezy tube, which is awesome. And I prefer things to be in either a squeezy tube or a pump foundation because it's a little bit more sanitary. I do not like the pore foundation. So this already has an A+ in my book because it's a squeezy tube. Before I apply my foundation, I'm going to apply primer like I always do. I'm going to take my Too Faced Hangover RX primer and dot that on one side of the face so we can see how the foundation holds up with and without primer. I'm going to put the primer on the right side. I'm going to take my G39 brush from Morphe and blend that out. And I'm only going to put one primer down today. I'm not going to put two down so we can see how it holds up. Okay, now I zoomed you guys in a little bit so you can see me apply my foundation. I'm going to apply the foundation to my M439 from Morphe. It says to put a pearl-sized amount for a moisturized, smooth, glowing complexion so irresistibly seductive you can't help but show it off. And it doesn't have a scent, so that's good. I don't like scented foundations. I'm gonna buff that in. Right off the bat, it's a very sheer foundation. Very, very sheer. As you can see, you can still see my like redness and discoloration and things like that. We'll see how buildable it is. It does say it is light to medium coverage. A little bit does not go very far with this. It's not watery, it's not too thick either. It's like right in the middle. So that's good. I really like that because sometimes if you have a too thick of a foundation, it can like get cakey, especially on dry skin. But this one's really good because it's not too thick. So let's see how buildable it is. This is the second layer. It's nice and lightweight, so the weightless part is true. This is probably medium coverage. It is buildable. I feel like this would be good for someone who has very clear skin and doesn't have like a lot of pimples or a lot of discoloration, has very nice skin. It'd be good for natural days, for people that want to have luminous, glowy skin but not a lot of makeup. Put a little bit more on, and it does get streaky with application, so you might want to use a sponge. It's a very thin formula. Now I'm going to apply it to the other side of my face with no primer with a sponge to see how it blends out. I just looked in the mirror where there's a bit better lighting, and I feel like this color is a little too light for me. I'm getting the same coverage with a beauty blender that I did with the brush. Starts out very sheer, but it's very buildable. I feel like this is almost a tinted moisturizer rather than a foundation. Not gonna give you super duper full coverage. On an everyday basis, I would mix it with another foundation and it would give me better coverage. I'm just not getting coverage I expect from a foundation, but it is light to medium, so it's not gonna cover like a full coverage foundation would. But it's not caking or anything like that on my skin. It blends easily with and without primer. Maybe just a touch bit harder to blend out with no primer on. I'm going to use my brand new Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm in the shade Light, and I really like this concealer. It's really full coverage. Look at this applicator, guys. Like, oh my goodness. Do you see that? That is humongous. And it deposits a lot of product, and it smells very perfumey, but not horrendous. But the scent goes away after you blend it out, so it doesn't stay on the skin. But I really like this stuff because it doesn't crease, none at all. And now I'm gonna put the Too Faced Born This Way concealer underneath my eyes. And this is really good too. I love this concealer. These are the two concealers that I have been using lately, like the Tarte one and the Too Faced one. Little dot there, little dot there. Okay, after putting on concealer, I really saw a difference with the coverage. If you have good skin, you could use the Buxom foundation, but then if you have like a full coverage concealer, then you could put that on top. And your concealer is foundation in like a smaller packaging. We'll see how it sets on the face. So I'm going to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light. So I'm going to set my under eye area using the Coty Airspun powder, the one in translucent extra coverage. And I'm using a Real Techniques sponge, their Miracle Complexion sponge. And I will have everything that I use in this video listed below, so check that description box if you miss it or want to check out the products that I'm using. Now I'm going to take my NYX finishing powder in Banana and wipe off the Coty Airspun powder with my E48 brush from Morphe. My foundation is still looking really good. When I first applied it, it did seem very illuminating and very hydrating on the skin. And I noticed that when I blended it out, it got a little bit streaky with a brush. And even when I blended it out with a beauty blender out on the prime side, it took a little bit of the product off of my face, which was weird. So you might want to use like a kabuki brush, like a flat brush maybe, to stipple it in, but I will keep experimenting with different techniques as to how you should apply this foundation. Maybe with your fingers might be better, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep experimenting. But for right now, everything is flawless. I don't see any redness or anything like that. My pimples have been covered up really nicely. I'm not cakey or anything like that. I'm not using any setting spray today because setting sprays can alter the way a foundation performs. Even though it takes everything in me to not use one because I love setting spray. Fast, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Montage of putting on makeup, go! Applying my makeup and everything applied smoothly over the foundation, and I really like this foundation. It really hydrating and has a slight glow to it, which I really like. It does not make your face look flat at all. It is so good. I love that it hydrates and illuminates, and I also like that it doesn't cake your face up. Like, you could apply like the whole tube of it and it would not cake your face up. I mean, you guys saw I applied a lot of foundation and it did not cake on me. It did not do any of that. It's really beautiful. I really like it. I think I would like it for like natural days, like a no makeup day. I feel like this foundation would be perfect for it because it's really natural looking and flawless. The only problem I had with it was, like I said, I applied it with a brush on one side of my face and it was streaky. It was very streaky. I applied it with a beauty blender, it wasn't as streaky. The color match was a little off for me at first. When I put it on, it was like, whoa girl, I look like really pale right now. Like, oh my goodness, this is Ivory. I would need a shade up for me, or maybe I would have to mix two of them together to get a perfect shade match for me. But yeah, I'm really liking this so far. So I will check in throughout the day to give you guys updates about how the foundation is performing, and if I see any changes with it, I will let you guys know. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a lovely day, and I will see you in a few hours. And I will insert pictures of the flash photo test that I just did. This foundation has an SPF of 30, so it does have a white cast. Serious white cast. I wouldn't wear this foundation if you were taking pictures or anything like that. For normal everyday wear, it is perfect. It is the perfect foundation for that. I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Hi everyone! So it is now 1:10 in the afternoon and I feel like the foundation is holding up really nicely. I do feel like the unprimed side of my face looks better than the primed side. It did blend out better than the primed side, which was a surprise to me. It's not caking anywhere. It's not drying anywhere. It looks fabulous still. Granted, it's only been on for about 2 hours. So, but for 2 hours, you know, any foundation's still gonna look good after 2 hours. Well, I hope it would look good after 2 hours after application. I will check in with you guys in a few hours. Hi everyone, so it is now 7 in the evening and I feel like the foundation has really held up all day long. It did not crease, it did not dry out my skin, it did not fade, it did not do any of that. It is an amazing foundation. I highly recommend it for those who have really good skin and for those who want maybe a sheer coverage but buildable coverage. I wouldn't say that you could build it up to full coverage, but if you do have a full coverage concealer and you put that on your face, it'll give you more coverage that way. And so I really enjoy this foundation. I think I'm gonna keep wearing it and keep testing it out and seeing like what ways I can improve application. It was a little bit streaky when I applied it and blended out when I used my beauty blender, but when I used it on the brush side, like I said before, the sponge took off some product on my face, which was weird. So I've never had that happen before, but yeah, that was a little strange. But other than that, this is a really great foundation. Pros, it has an SPF of 30. It's very lightweight on the skin, it's very comfortable to wear, and the foundation is light to medium coverage. You can really build it up and it really hydrates the skin, it illuminates the skin, and it doesn't dry your skin out at all. Cons, I would say the application can be a bit streaky, but it's not too streaky. If you like sheer coverage, you're gonna like this foundation. You can't use this foundation for pictures because it has an extreme flashback, so that's another con. But other than that, this foundation is great. I give it 2 thumbs up and I will keep using this foundation, seeing how I can apply it smoother and update you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below what first impression you want to see on this channel. First impression. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me do a first impressions on the Lash Cosmetics makeup line. Let me know. All my social media links are over here as always. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. Those are all some sort of version of Victoria Claire, except for my Snapchat, which is Claire X3. Subscribe if you have not already. I upload every Monday and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I hope you guys are having a lovely day, evening, wherever you guys are in the world. And I will see you all on Friday with a brand new video. Bye! Backseat serenade in the hurricane. Oh, I was sleeping alone. And there's a fun away with the serenade to the radio. Okay. I have perma in my hair. Okay. But it deposits a lot of product. Like, girl. Look at that. That's a lot of product. And it's thick. I am in the crease and maybe slightly above. I'm really going back and forth in the crease and maybe a tiny bit. And the applicator is really nice. It's really flexible, like you can really bend it, and it's really versatile. And there's a swatch